Hey everyone, welcome back here to my channel where I play Planet Zoo. My name is Nissa and today we are taking a look at the Tawny Nurse Shark by Buffzoo, Gabboi and Leaf. And I have never heard about it before, to be honest, but looking at the picture here below me, it looks like a shark. And then it has these two very distinct hanging thing from their under part of the nose, I think is the best description. Very small eyes, like most sharks, but it is something we will take a look at as well as their breathing things. You know what I mean? I had the word just before. They have quite a few extra fin, if you ask me, compared to some extra. Or some others. They have two fins on the back that doesn't. Then it's not the same. They do not touch, and they also have two on each side. One on the underside, and then of course the tail end that is a little bit unique. I'm gonna show you that in the game. So yeah, with that, let's just get inside the game. And here we are. We have a few colorations. I'm not sure if it's colorations or if it's gendered. Colorations. Oh, this one is called brown scales. So is this. That's the gray one. Apparently, and the darker one here doesn't have a name for it. So it is different colorations. They're just not all named. So let's jump into Wikipedia. Here it is. And you can see they do have the hingy thingies. I don't know what else to call them, to be honest. Tawny Nurse Shark. I'm not sure I pronounced that right. And deficient, so we do not have enough data to actually determine where they belong, or simply it haven't been researched yet. That's also a possibility. Population in the wild is also unknown, which do affect the way you can actually list them. They are from the Pacific Ocean, as you can see here. Wish all the way around, pretty much. They are an aquatic animal. They didn't state anything else, and you know the oceans are still swapped into different climate zones, but yeah, they only need 1 square meters of land and 1 of water. However, if you make a 1 square meter water habitat, you will have issues with this. At least that patch of it will clip out of the habitat. They can live in places from 0 to 42 degrees Celsius. Again, in the ocean, if you go deep enough, is much colder than that. Grade 2 fins above 4 feet 95, which I guess is around 1.5 meters. Group size up to 100, and gender doesn't matter. Dominance unknown. Polynogamous. Maturation rules, nothing. Confident around humans, but yes, guess you're not into the habitat. Again, kind of logical. Again, the ocean is big. There can be a lot of them. And yeah, it just makes sense for a shark. They grow to about 2.5 meters, which would be 6, 7, 8 feet, roughly. Live for around 20 years and weigh 150 pounds, being around 70 kilos. So they're not the biggest fellows in the ocean. They reach sexual maturity at age 10 and can reproduce until they die. Get between 2 and 7 offspring a year and are pregnant for only 3 months. Should be very easy to get to reproduce in captivity. Then we have the enrichment, and they're probably based on whatever this mod is made on, which makes sense. But the thing is, some of them just doesn't make sense for a shark. Again, mud bath, but it only works out of the water. So your sharks need to go on land. So if you use some of these on land, you will actually make your shark go more on land than they would do otherwise. The mothers have worked really hard to make fish much, shark much, whale much, and so on stay as much as possible in the water. So make yourselves a favor of choosing, for instance, small balls. They can be in the water. And rubber ducky, of course. That's what I would go for here. But you also have the sprinkler, water jet, blood scent marker, and mud bath, of course. For food enrichment here, I would only go with the underwater fish feeder box. They only have the big one here, which is a little but it's okay, I guess. I wish the blacker frozen fish worked in water. Sometimes you can make it work with just a little water, so it's not covered by water. But then again, they would go up on really shallow water to eat it. So I would stay with that. Then you also have the frozen blood pumpkin and the restrained feeder. They do not have any interspecies enrichment, which again makes sense because it's sharks. As you can see here, most of them actually stay in the water. Some of them do go on land, and the ones that's on top of water are actually flies. But the underwater part is perfect. And this is actually what I care about, because when I build in Planet Zoo, then I normally build a land part that is out of view for the guests, so it would be like a backstage or guest stage area where the staff can go and throw food in the ocean. I build it more like that, so it's not an issue for me personally that anything that happens up there, it's only down here that counts. Just get some sunlight over here. Now you can see them better. A lot of fishies have this camouflage because when you're deep in the ocean and look up, then it will look very light on top of you, and if you look down, it will look darker. So a lot of fish and sharks and so on have this way. They have the light ability to camouflage for things looking up, and darker back to camouflage for things looking down. Again, some animals are only scared of birds. In water, you can be attacked from all angles, basically. This is a really light color, though. I do think overall they look good. You can see here, I stated before, the 2 fins off the back, 2 on each side. And then I said 1 because I assumed this were a part of the tail. I'm actually not completely sure if it is. They have this really weird kind of rocky texture, which is kind of funny to me. Again, I can't say it's bad because I have not seen this shark in real life. It does seem on the picture that it has some kind of texture to it. But more than that, I really can't say. If I try to go down here, then you can see we have the small nose holes there. We have the indent here. We have the hingy thingies. And we have these kind of lips thingies. So overall, this is very recognizable. This shark that is on this picture, which I really do appreciate. And it's honestly all we can ask for with the mothers. They also made the babies small. That means very small. Where did it go? There. That's the baby. The little baby. Also over here. There. We have a baby. It is most likely because, as you can see, when I get too close, it will cut out. Can I... If I do this, how close can we get? Yeah, there. It pops out. Okay, we can... It does look very much like a smaller version of the adult. However, that's how shark baby looks. They are smaller adults. They are born ready to eat. And everything. In the ocean, it's real hard to have like babies. Can you please move out of here? Sorry. So therefore, a lot of babies in the ocean need to be born done, ready to either run from something or run towards something or swim. So it does make sense, and I'm not mad about it at all. It's just funny that they are so small. I kind of hope they have gradual aging, so you will have some mid-sized sharks at some point, but I haven't checked, and I don't think we have. Again, we have a really big habitat, and you can see they do not even migrate over here. We have one here. It's probably just eating over there. We have the meat feeders over there, so I guess that's where they were. But they go straight for the water, and they go for the water over here because this is the only area the water is deep enough to have deep diving. It's not deep enough here, so they don't go for that water. I assume if I had the same depth all the way, they will go for all of the water, but they will stay in or on top of water, and if some are deeper than other, then they will choose from that. Again, the small babies here, it just looks really funny. It looks like their dinner. But yeah, I highly recommend this. This is one of the most well-functioned fully aquatic mods I have seen. It's not the best because I do not have them like 1, 2, 3. Like, I don't have them on a line, so I can't compare them like that. But just from what I remember, this is a really, really good one. They stay a lot in the water and they stay a lot underwater. You can see here, right now we have none on top of water. They swim perfectly. The movement looks extremely natural. You can see the way it bends. Again, we don't have anything like these in the game currently, so they need to take something else that could be sorry, that could be either a otter or a crocodilian of some sort or something like that. They need to take that and make that into a shark. So therefore, for some of the aquatic mods, the way they move is very unnatural. This looks good. So overall, I think the modders here can be really, really proud of what they've done. And yeah, amazing work, guys. I would say I'm proud of you, but I really didn't have a hand in this at all, so I really can't claim that. But yeah, really good job. And for the rest of you guys out there, have a really nice day, and as always, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification so you know the next time I upload a video. I really hope to see you again, either in the comments below or in the next video. Bye, guys.